Greetings, wanderers, traversers, travelers. All of you have made your way to our humble home on the AMBERSHINE Isle in AASHIYANA to witness this event. My name is Sam Ross McMuffineers, and I'll be your host tonight at the 137th Festival of Ambitions. AMBERSHINE Isle's once in 3 years opportunity gets performers from across AASHIYANA, backpacking across our beautiful world's perilous landscape to showcase their talents on the biggest stage on this side of the planet. A stage that has seen the likes of bards like Slayer Swift, Gryphus, Erasmus and Cortex, the Tabaxi duo, and played host to some of the greatest artists of the century. Welcome to the 137th Festival of Ambitions. Before we begin, I have a few announcements to make. For those who made it here to the steaming sea, remember to visit our extremely well-priced bath chambers to freshen up. It is, in fact, mandatory. There have also been some complaints about kekra poisoning, and we would like you all to know that we appreciate the trouble you've taken to be here. But we have no healers to spare whatsoever, so please, fend for yourselves. Now that that's over with, let's move on to the opening acts of the festival. Our first performance will be by Hylla the Barmaid and her poem titled The Rogue. Hylla says that it's a simple telling of a rogue that we all know and come to love as they spend time in your party.
The rogue does not speak, do not stare in his direction. Not directly, at least. Heed my warning, my protection. He tends to his wounds, both old and new. Hush, and listen to them. Their stories are told by the hue. The red are recent, the pink still heals, the blues and blacks only temporary. The raised one deformed his skin, not his soul. Their burden he is forced to carry. They'll tell you of battles, petty and chivalrous, laden with details of his might. So cease your stare and lend an ear to their roar and hums of delight. Hear his cries of joy, fear, and defeat. Hark, they say all hope was lost. Hear the silence of innocent death, and heed not the landed cost. He won't speak, only smirk, and as solemn as he may seem, listen, and listen hard, O traveler. You'll surely hear his scar scream.
That was Hylla the Barmaid setting the bar for tonight's performances. And speaking of rogues, we have received a message for a Mr. Raju, which says, "When the day parts, the boy becomes a man. When the morning flies, the sunflower blooms. When the flies of the thorn burn, incineration is imminent." Friggin' rogues and their thieves' cant. And back to the show. Next on our roster, the bard Azusa Storm. Azusa is a Tempest cleric with an engaging tale. Daughter of the Sea. A tale fraught with betrayal, revenge, and more.
Hello everyone. For context, Azusa is a Tempest cleric, or at least was one, and through a series of unfortunate events involving some wild magic surges and mishaps, she ended up killing a member of her party, her friend, the rogue, who had been swallowed by the creature that she was trying to defeat. To this end, racked with guilt and seemingly abandoned by her fellow party members, she ran around looking for answers, prayed, appealed for help, and got none from the uncaring god Talos. She made a deal with the sea witch to give up a powerful artifact and weapon and part of indeed her own soul in order to restore her fallen comrade. As she was floating back on a boat, coming to shore to tell everyone that he could be saved, she chucked her holy symbol into the ocean and brought upon the wrath of the storm god, who struck her down with lightning so powerful it lit up the entire sky of Waterdeep and felt like the world was breaking. As she sunk below the ocean, slowly losing consciousness, she felt a warm and motherly voice call out to her, and indeed seemed to lull her and rock her, perhaps to safety or something else. As her party members began searching frantically for her, not knowing where she was, but just heading towards the ocean where they saw the lightning, they heard this melancholic shanty call out from the sea itself, as if guiding them, or at least directing them to find her before it was too late. It's that song that I recorded for the purposes of our campaign, and now I'm sharing it with you guys.
Next on the list, Kent Crowley, a half-orc pirate, father of 3 adopted children, and from a family of poor tavern owners. Kent sings more often when he gets the chance to lift the spirits of his crewmates. He isn't a bard, he says, but claims his songs touch spirits wherever he goes. And his cooking touches every pirate's heart. His performance is titled The Warping Mountains Old.
The rock
Coming up, a poem by the bard Sun B.E., a personal and vengeful rant about mansplainers. Narrated in the voice of Unseen Servant Supreme, Google Assistant, a distant cousin to the bard Siri Appleby, if I'm not mistaken. Here's Sobri-nae.
Sobri-nae, written by Likla, performed by Google Assistant. Oh, there a bay that detested sobriquet. Strum a yarn, say, I'm not his bleeping valet. Mr. Rage bathes in the glow of victory. Literally, I've never met anyone more stinky. He wears the gore of a manticore like cream. If he calls me Therabe again, I'll scream. Not that he'll hear me, he revels in his own noise. He needs my music to validate his lies. No, I'm Sir B.E., child of Awasthi. We're free people, not slaves, not muses, not employees, electrifying the circuits of heroes, reminding dictators of their childhood loves, softening the vein with wicked joke or two. This is me, my theremin joyful and true. I slay no dragons, there's one in my band. I wound orcs with guitar blisters on their hands. I'll admit I arrived slightly miscoded. He'll like this song once his head is exploded.
Next on the line is Sprinkles, a drunken dwarf who saw little more than he should, which broke him. Ever since, he's been drunk, going tavern to tavern, reciting the story of the rise of Mareth, a tiefling responsible for a perpetually open interplanar rift that floods the world with monsters from beyond. Excuse me. Hey, is this for real?
Long fucking time ago, somewhere in Wildemar, the sneaky little goblin stole the cradle from an orc. He found the little baby and saw him to be a tiefling. Oh, I wonder how the York and your mother lit the flame. The little tiefling grew up to be a match. Yeah, the goblin could take care not of the brat he listened at. Oh my, you bratty child, can't look after you anymore. Out you go, right out the door. Find your own little batch. Oh, but why? Why am I so alone, all alone, walking down this board? Why am I so alone, walking down this board? Little tiefling came across an angel. The winds so bright and light. Oh wow, she stared, reveling in the might, and walked up to the angel and asked her, adventure do I see? Will you be a part of it? Oh please, bless me on my cheek. I will, she said, and patted and grabbed my hand, and gleefully the little tiefling walked down with her new friend.
Our next performance, Vaibhav the Orc Bard once fell in love with an elven princess and went on to compose a ballad for the same. Let that simmer for a few seconds. And on that note, onward to a love story for the ages.
So hey guys, I hope you're having a fun night on Bards Night Out. My name is Vaibhav, by the way, and some of you might know me as Bottler. I play the wizard mostly in the D&D, but today I specifically wanted to, be the part of the Bards Night Out and really tell something which I wrote. Although it's a last minute, so I hope you understand. And it's very difficult to record this one, but yes. So this is a ballad that I wrote recently, and it just tells a story that I've always thought about and how it would turn out. So here it goes. Once lived an orc named Bogakh, a barbarian fighting for his recognition. He walked through life that felt lonely, leading towards someone, a beautiful vision. Fighting with thieves one day, his eyes met the elven princess. She launched an arrow as it impaled a thief's head. Kali was her name, calling her goddess just felt less. She walked towards Bogakh, held his arm with a hold. "Can you still fight?" she inquired. A barbarian he was, always in search of battle scars, but for love is what destiny had him hired. Killing hordes of thieves, working as a team, the dice of destiny rolled in their favor. Little clouds of love shrouded Bogakh, wondering if his whole life could he be able to save her. Alas, the danger was over. All those thieves perished. Then came the promised prince, offering hand to his princess. It was too late now, as Kali gazed at Bogakh, for he was hers, Bogakh the orc, in love with the elven princess. I hope you have an amazing Bards Night Out, guys, and here's my part. Alright, signing out. Peace.
Up next, Bard 629, hailing from the Sword Coast, wherever that may be. He likes long walks on the shore, rescuing estranged grandmas from megalomaniac grandkids, and making deals with unsavory beings of the Netherlands. This is his composition, Sparky, Where Are You Going Tonight? It's a song that drunk comrades sing at taverns on the eve of great adventures to remind people of a valuable lesson. Never split the fucking party.
Let me tell you something malarkey about a guy named Sparky. He's got a talking sword, it's true, but most of all he's oh so big and blue. There was a night Sparky went out, hit the bottle, got in a bout. He didn't know when they started shooting. All he knew it was time for an electrocution. Sparky, why are you so high? Sparky, why are you saying goodbye? Your cloak is like the night. Oh, bye. Sparky, where you going? Sparky, where you going? Sparky, where you going tonight? Now Sparky's dragon blood can tip the scales, but modified memories can sometimes fail. Is the body on the same page? Never mind, I see that you've already erased. Sparky, why are you so high? Sparky, don't leave the body behind. Your cloak is like the night. Oh, bye. Sparky, where you going? Sparky, where you going? Sparky, where you going tonight?
And that, my friends, was the opening showcase of the 137th Festival of Ambitions. We shall now yield the stage for our amazing audience at the Arena of Ambition over at PanicNot.
We interrupt this realm-wide sending to bring you this urgent announcement directly from AMBERSHINE ISLE.
Hello, Ashiyana. How are we doing this fine Saptamashi afternoon? Yes, brace yourself and be not afraid, for I am here. This is Maddy K, your bard for all seasons, playlister to the Celestials, influencer of the millennium, soothsayer of the second shattering. 1 second. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Don't worry, sir. Don't worry. Yes, sir. And we are back with breaking news. Tragedy struck just moments ago when the heinous terrorist group, the Great Horn, unleashed an unwarranted, cowardly, and brutal assault against the High Council of the Festival of Ambitions not far from this very broadcast station in the center of AMBERSHINE Isle. This is the third such attack of the Great Horn in the last 10 days that has targeted innocent public figures and broken the peace and tranquility of our humble city. Thanks be to Milil, no one of consequence was harmed, and the council was teleported to safety. The Amber Guards have now the situation under control, and mark my words, these grey thorns on our side will be reduced to grey composted mulch soon enough. The glory and glitter of Ambershine will not be brought down by a bunch of audition-failing, common squabble of wannabe revolutionaries. No. In fact, listen to me, Ashiyana. Let me say this here and now. Ambershine will never give in to terror, to the venomous lies of the discontented and untalented. I speak for the Bardic Authority when I say these words, so listen to them clearly. Ally or enemy, betrayer or believer, ambitious or loser, there will be no mercy when our justice finds your necks. No corner to hide and no plane to shift for those perpetrators who dare tarnish our legacy. I am simply the voice of the Bardic Authority, a fraction of its strength, but more than enough for the likes of you, Great Horn. If only I didn't have the burden of responsibility to entertain and comfort the masses, I would lead the scourge against you myself. Alas, I am bound to this tower in my duty, to my station. And to those of you who believe their lies, you are fools, all of you! Ambershine is the light in the darkness that has guided this realm to civilization for centuries. It is the promised land where life finds purpose, where talent finds a stage, and where nobodies become somebodies. Do you think we are afraid of you, Great Horn? Me? You must think me weak, a solitary bard quivering at the mention of your name? No! I am a bard of the authority, vested with power, like my mother and father and noble family before me. A lasting lineage of celebrity and influence. You don't scare me! In any case, I am but a messenger. Voice of the people, as they say. This is not even worth my time. Hey, one sec. What are you doing here?
We are the Grey Thorn, the bricks that sting back against the unceasing hunger of the corrupt and powerful, the voice of the unheard and the speakers of truth. Listen, Ashiyana, allow yourself to see the truth. We will show you how.
PanicNot. All sendings across the realm have been blocked to protect residents from insidious lies and propaganda. Please enjoy the soothing sounds of R.D. Barman as our mages and protectors attend to the matter. You are safe and have no reason to worry. The Bardic Authority has everything under control.
That's right. We'll see you at PanicNot at the Discord. Go on. Move.